another super essential computer skill, and it's the power of right-clicking. I call it the power of right-clicking and not just right-clicking because it truly is a really powerful technique. You will notice, you probably already noticed, maybe you don't, for a long time, I seem to forget it when I was first learning about computers. I'd hit these moments where I'd be like, oh, I could right-click, right? But you'll notice on the mouse there are two buttons. The left mouse button, you know, we're familiar with that. We could click stuff, double click it, click and drag things. But the right mouse button, and even if you're on a Mac and there is no mouse button, you can often click the right side or hold down Command and click, and it'll bring up something called the context sensitive menu. I have a picture of a context sensitive menu here, but just what the heck is a context sensitive menu? It is a menu that comes up that is sensitive to the context of whatever you clicked. So if I click my desktop, notice I get one menu. If I click my taskbar down at the bottom, notice I get another menu. So the menu is sensitive to the context of that which I clicked. If I click my start button, I get yet a different menu. And so these are context sensitive menus, and they are going to give you options related to whatever it is you clicked. So it's always good to remember, hey, I want to change something. Can I right click it? What kind of options do I get? Like if I want to change my desktop, I just right click my desktop, and I could do things like view, show desktop icons, and I see my icons over here. But I don't really like seeing my icons. I don't like all that junk. I just want to see like a really pretty cool picture, like green leaves. That's what I want to see. So I right click my desktop, I choose view, and I take the check mark off, show desktop icons. People then ask me, well, how do you get to your icons on your desktop then? If you want to get to your trash can, how do you get there? I go down to my start button, I right click it, I choose open Windows Explorer, I choose desktop, and here are all the icons on my desktop, which I don't see because, you know, I don't like to see them on my desktop. I right click my desktop, I can also choose screen resolution or personalize. If it's personalized, I could choose a different desktop background, right? So I could have like, I don't know, that looks kind of like that museum in New York, whatever museum that was funky like that, which I saw, but I can't remember the name of right now. Oppenheimer, maybe it's the Oppenheimer Museum, something like that. You can also choose like different themes for windows here, right? So that's all the power of right clicking. Right click down here, lock the taskbar, change the properties, right? Like right click here, you got different properties, all kinds of cool things. So that is what we've learned about in this video. You learned about the power of right-clicking and what a context-sensitive menu is, and how it's a super useful tool, which you probably already knew about, but maybe you didn't know what it was called. And if you didn't know about it, you're really glad now that you do know about it. I can tell you're like, wow, that's cool. It's like I'm picking that up psychically. And also, if you did already know about it, it's probably just a good reminder that, oh yeah, right clicking, that's a cool thing to do. Like up here, look at this, right? I just have these icons. That's because when I bookmark something, like let's say I wanted to bookmark, I don't know what website. I don't think I have CNN up there yet. So if I bookmark CNN, right, I just added CNN to bookmarks. And now up here, look, I got this big old thing, CNN, breaking news. Well, I could right click that and choose edit. And then like say, I don't want all that stuff up here in the name. And I just choose save. And now I just have the CNN icon, which I think I'm actually going to leave up there. I'm going to drag it over here to like the Reddit, Dig, news area, WIMP. That's where I kind of check that stuff out. So cool stuff, right clicking.